Hi, Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs, Love and Light. I am going to talk about a very interesting and relevant topic, sibling rivalry. As siblings, we are thrown together to grow up together, and more often than not, we end up having sibling rivalry. Having it in moderation as children is fine. Let us look at it. It can be divided into three categories. Okay. The first one is little children before the age group of 10, the rivalry between children, siblings, and then adolescents and later into life as adults. How the siblings feel in these two categories, and as parents, how was it for you to deal with sibling rivalry? So let us first take the first category, siblings in the age group below 10. And more than what the child feels, here it is the parents' duty to ensure that the sibling rivalry is moderate and they snap out of it, and we create a platform of bonding for our children. First and foremost, when the second child arrives, right from the day you know that you're pregnant, prepare the firstborn to accept another person in your family, to accept the sibling, and never ever create a competition saying that once the child comes, I will not care for you. If you don't eat, I will do this to your sibling. Always maintain a level, flat line, and see that the older child is better cared for when the younger one arrives, because they go through a lot of insecurity. Even if it is a 2-year-old child or a 10, 12-year-old child. In any case, they go through a lot of insecurity. They need a lot of hand holding and support. So ensure that they feel safe, they feel secure in the relationship, and involve them in taking care of the sibling. Never assume that the child might harm the younger one. And however, there is a precaution, very important precaution to be taken. Never allow the child complete responsibility of the newborn or the toddler. Always an adult has to be in supervision, but the child needs to take up responsibility of the sibling. Never ever pamper the younger one saying that it is the younger one, because the younger one will always stay the younger one for the rest of their lives unless and until you have another child. So be very careful in balancing this. It is like a tightrope walk. You have to balance it very carefully. If you don't do this, you will have problems later throughout the growing years of your children, and also later. If they don't bond well in childhood, there is no expectation of them bonding as adults. All right. So another thing which comes from a healer from the energetic perspective is, if they are not bonding well, look at what's going on here for you. Whatever is happening here is what gets reflected in our life around us. Do you have an ill feeling towards a sibling? It could be a cousin also. Do you have an ill feeling here towards a relative? So that is energetically picked up by your child, and that is what is reflected. Okay, you love them all, but still, when a sibling is visiting because they have a very naughty child, do you hide toys or something so that they don't spoil it? Then your child is watching. They are very good observers. They don't listen much. They hate advice. Get it straight from me, they hate advice. But they are very good observers. Whatever you're doing, they're all the time watching and assimilating. All right. So what is that you're doing, what your children will be learning? Are you okay? Your siblings, you're close and well knit. How do you treat the siblings of your spouse? Do you intimidate them? Do you avoid them? Do you belittle them? Do you put them down? Do you talk bad about them? Do you backbite about them? What are you doing? Are you constantly discussing how to see that they don't get their share of whatever is being divided or bequeathed in the family heirloom? If all this is being done, your children are watching and they will grow up to be the same, never any different. Okay? So, if these things have been done in the childhood, then you cannot expect a great bonding in their adolescence and into adulthood. And coming to adolescence, there is a lot of spurt of hormones. There is a lot of generation gap thing starts from there. There is a lot of resistance and reaction from both the parents as well as the offsprings, and also between the siblings, because that is when they have a lot of secrets. They don't want the sibling to know because they feel the sibling might give away their secrets. Allow them the space. Okay, right from day one, never compare siblings. They don't like it is one point, and it is never healthy. You cannot expect a fish to climb a tree, or you cannot express an appreciation for a rabbit in burrowing, because that's its nature. We appreciate it because it's its nature. Okay, and you cannot expect a rabbit to fly. So each one has their own unique talents and gifts. So never ever compare them. Instead, see what are their strengths and work on that. Never highlight their weakness. Okay, and trust is a very important part. And again, this is a very big balance. How much should you be in trust? How much should you be in blind trust? To the extent they get into trouble. So that's and always give them that space where they can come back to you and talk to you, not complain. You know, there's a difference between complaining and talking. Talk out issues. Never allow them complaining. Always focus on the tonality of what they say. Never allow them go into the tonality of complaining. The words may be the same, but the tonality is also very important. Always see that they are equal. They feel nurtured. They feel secure. And the next thing is, how are you going to navigate them? Always give them the feeling that they are siblings. They need to bond for a lifetime. They will be there for each other. Never ever tell them they can lead two separate lives apart from each other. Being born as siblings is one of the greatest gifts. So keep telling them that. Keep exemplifying the part of siblinghood. Okay, and then that creates a lot of bonding for the siblings. And if you are one of the siblings, how do you feel in a relationship? If you're not feeling comfortable, talk it out. Have a fair talk without any emotions attached to it. When you have emotions attached to it, it goes for a toss. Always have a fair share. All right? So, and never compare, as a sibling yourself, never compare yourself to others, to your siblings. You are you, your sibling is your sibling. Always hold your gifts up. Never go down in the gifts that you hold. So, see that if you have, especially with the lockdown and being at home for long hours together, there might be issues where siblings go into a lot of rivalry, a lot of rubbing. Sort it out for them. Ask them to sort it out between themselves. Nothing works better than a talking minus the emotions. Okay, tell them to have water, sit, think about it, and go about changing it. All right. If you see the mythology, if you see it is history, it is replete with lessons. Wherever siblings have bonded well, wherever siblings have stayed together, they have won battles. They have had a great kingdom. They have reigned over the kingdom very well. Wherever siblings had rivalry, the kingdom has had a downfall. They have lost battles. Take mythology or history. Okay, so for the very famous siblings in Ramayana are Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna. Okay, and the infamous siblings are Vali and Sugriva. Ravana and his brothers, the bonding they had. Coming to Mahabharata, the Pandavas, they had a single wife but they did not have rivalry. Krishna and Balarama. The Kauravas, they were united as siblings, but when it came to their cousins, they did not have a good feeling, and that brought the war. The winning of the war did not give the joy to the Pandavas. The victory was not sweet because they had lost all their sons and grandsons. So it is never sweeter. Stay tuned. There is one sibling apart from the four that I mentioned in Ramayana, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna. They had another sibling who is hardly mentioned. Stay tuned, and I will tell you about this sibling in my next video. Thank you for joining me. Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs. Love and light and happy bonding.